Hey y'all, we're gonna make a ginger ale syrup today. I got 2 cups of water coming up to a bowl in here. Put the lid on. Then we're gonna add a cup of ginger, 2 here, simmer it on low heat. Let it sit and we'll add sugar and that might be it. Alright y'all, we're up to a bowl. I'm gonna add about a cup of ginger. This is frozen ginger. It was fresh and I froze it. It's cubed. Not exactly sure. Alright, we're gonna add a little over a cup, but I'm not even sure. Put it on medium heat, 3. I've got a couple tiny cubes left. I'll save for when we have Chinese or something. I'll leave this in the water for about 5 minutes. Whoa. That looks appetizing. Smells good though. I'm gonna put the lid on there, leave it on there for about 5 minutes and we'll come back. This has been boiling for 5 minutes. It smells really good in here. Really good. It looks disgusting just because I had pulsed it, so it just really doesn't look great. I'm going to pour this. We're gonna make it easier on ourselves here. We're gonna pour this into this bowl, then I'm gonna strain it back into the pot. Delicious. I've got a silicone spoon here. Try to get all these chunks out so we can get a nice smooth syrup. Some splashing. That was almost a catastrophe. Gave the pot a little rinse to get all them chunks out. It smells really good in the bedroom because of this here. We're gonna just strain it in. Looks delicious. Most of this is out, similar to the Spanish rice. Oh wow, let's redo that. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, okay, let's redo that. Okay, that's what it looks like. A little bit of some shrapnel, I suppose. Pretty much all out now. Let's not mess that up again. And we're gonna add half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. Make sure this is half. Yes. Okay, a little more. Oh, that's plenty. Half a cup of brown. Half a cup of white. Now we're gonna bring it back up to a bowl. I'm gonna turn this down to like 4. We're gonna get this going. It'll probably come up to a little bit of a simmer and then we'll get this sugar to dissolve. There's a little bit of shrapnel in there. Now I'm thinking the only way to get that is gonna be a cheesecloth strainer. I don't really want to do that. This is gonna be very brown. Come on girl, get up to a bowl. Simmer. It's very hot. Alright. I don't think the sugar's dissolved yet. It's kind of weird on the bottom. Sticky. Smells good. Looking more syrupy. Smells really good. It's steaming a lot. We have a soda stream and like to make our own sodas, and we both love ginger ale, Sprite, all those. So we really want to try to make our own ginger ale syrup, because then we can have homemade, beneficial, delicious ginger ale with real ginger. Fancy. I could have done this in the saucepan, but I don't like stuff to get around these bolts or whatever, so I just prefer the big one. If it's gonna make a mess, it will make less of a mess in the big pot. I don't like when pans and pots have this because it's a mess. It gets messy. This is really coming up here. Man, I wish y'all could smell this because it is delicious. Y'all, we got some bubbles coming through here. It'll be ready simmering soon. Ginger-tastic. Taking a bit of time. I don't want to burn it. Got it on low. Let it simmer for a couple minutes and we'll cut the heat. Ooh, spooky. Rich brown color. Strong ginger flavor. It's definitely got a bit of a burn to it. Burn the back of your throat a little bit. Can feel it sticking to the sides. We've got quite a consistent bowl here. Light. Alright y'all, this has come up to a pretty nice bowl here. I'm gonna cut the heat and gonna find something to put this in. A jar, hopefully. Y'all, I had a little bit of excess brown sugar from my last batch that I've been forgetting to use. There's still a little bit of particles left. We're gonna see if this fits. Hopefully it does. I'm actually gonna pour it into a measuring cup first. Rinsed it out to try and get most of those ginger chunks out. Safely pour this into this measuring cup without making a fat mess. Oh boy. So it's about 2 cups. Perfect. Awesome. This is exactly the right size. That's too dangerous. All right, y'all, we made about 2 cups here. Should thicken up a bit. Oh my goodness, I just got some in my sweater. This is my little heat and humidity thing. I like to use that for when I make sourdough stuff or yeast. There it is. Just about 2 cups of that syrup. There's a little chunkage in there, but honestly, I really can't tell. This is the lid I'm going to put on there. I'm going to let it cool on the counter because it is very hot. And then I will keep it in the fridge probably because sodas are best very cold. And the syrup, I believe, also should be cold. And we will give it a taste test later. We're going to make some tortilla chips. My husband has wanted some. And I'm gathering tortillas from the freezers and stuff. Might be a little past prime. These are some I just pulled out. It's super hot. The oil is too hot. Good and crispy. Got lots of chips coming along. I have like no oil in here, but we're about to leave, so I don't want to put too much. And I can start fresh. Delicious. I want to make sure they're going to be crispy, not soggy, but not burnt. Struggling here with the temperature, but it's also because there's like no oil in here. I just cut them up and put them in a bag so I could use them to make tortilla chips. My husband wanted tortilla chips, so I'm just going to send them in with the pile. We want crispy but not soggy, and a lot of these are dark or burnt. I struggle with making tortilla chips, that's for sure. You'll enjoy having tortilla chips though, hopefully. I'm going to add a little more oil. I can't. Oop. Get back in here. Let me see if this light turns out okay. Don't want them soft and raw and chewy. That one is definitely good. Alright, y'all. We're gonna leave it at that for now. My husband will enjoy these and we'll be able to eat these while we're traveling. These are like way too dark. Maybe the dogs will get those, but hopefully these will be good. Might make some more. I've got a little bit left. Thanks for watching. Alright, y'all. I've got a SodaStream carbonated water here. I'm gonna put some of the ginger ale syrup we made in it. I've got 1/4 cup full. We'll see how much to add. And it's been refrigerated, so hopefully it's good. Looks very strange, huh? Oh. We're gonna add a little more. It's very gingery. It's not very sweet. Alright, y'all, I made this ginger ale syrup and we put it in the SodaStream. Put 1/4 cup in here. It's super gingery and not very sweet, so we might have to tweak it a little, but it's okay. It's actually pretty good, just very gingery. Very strong ginger flavor. Kind of like burns your mouth a little, you know, startling maybe, but it's pretty good. Gingery. Bon appetit. Alright, y'all. I've got 2 cups of water on the stove boiling. I'm gonna put 6 tea bags in there, let it steep for quite a while, making my husband some iced tea. I like to crack it so it can chill. I also like to prop it up so those bags can get super submerged. I am gonna make some tuna pasta salad, which is a recipe my husband's father made. I made some noodles, call them twisters. I'm not sure how much pasta I'm gonna need. I chopped up some black olives. The stinking mice keep getting into my stuff, so I found this tub in the top cabinet. I'm gonna fill my teas with it real quick. I typically only drink this tea when I'm sick. So we're gonna put my 2 herbal teas and his fancy black tea in there that we don't use. And then the tea that the mice keep wanting. I don't know how. Why do mice want tea? This is gonna have to go back on a different shelf since we're not using it. Herbal teas. Iced tea. Beautiful. And this will go in our cabinet. I'm gonna peel and chop the rest of these eggs, and I just found a different tub of a product that I might be able to condense a jar and make a full gallon of tea instead of just a half. This one did not want to peel. Got 6 eggs peeled here. 2 are in rough shape. Just gonna give them a little chop here as best as I can. I'm gonna put it into this little bowl. Try half. Just gonna do them all, I think. Just gonna go a little sloppier here. Not that big a deal. Just get it done and chopped. I'm gonna do half again. That was nice. Alright y'all, I cracked open the 2 tuna cans to go in here. I'm just squeezing out the juice into a little bowl for the girls. I'll pour it on their dinner and I'll let them lick these tuna cans. That's why I take the whole top off. I would typically crush that tuna up quite a bit, but my husband doesn't prefer that, so we don't do that. Tuna juice for the girls again. This is the tuna in water. I'll give that to them soon, but not right now. There's a mess over here for them to clean up. Just gonna use this wooden spoon here. Not sure how these ratios are, but I'm gonna add some mayo. And if it's too wet, just remember that after it sits, that noodle will soak up some of this sauce. Some yellow mustard. Little pickle juice. Oh, salt and pepper. Give her a little mix. Usually his dad would only use bow tie pasta. We don't have bow ties right now, and we need to use what we have. It's a little dry. Give her a little taste. Looks like it's not enough noodle. It's tuna-y, I believe. A little pickle. Add a little more mayo. I just shake it in sometimes. A little mustard. Add a little more this time, because I don't think there's enough. My husband already ate a ton of this pasta, so hopefully he won't mind. Also, I can just make more. We have a bunch of different noodles. Not all the ones you want, maybe, but we have a bunch of different weird ones. Looks pretty good now. It's not much olive, but that's okay. It's not my favorite part, but it's good. Y'all, that's really good. Nice tuna coverage. There's nice tuna coverage. Oh, and I also have a little extra egg and deviled egg action to put in. Whoa. I know it's weird, but it needs to be used up. We don't got the resources to be wasting like that. It's gonna change the color. Boy, this utensil idea was not a great choice. Not a good utensil choice. My husband will probably ask, why does it look orange? Because it's a big chunk of tuna. I'm gonna cut that up a bit. I think it tastes good. Might need more salt and pepper, but I'm gonna go check. Actually didn't say anything. He said it looks good. He doesn't want to try it right now. He's not feeling great and wanting it, but I am gonna add the rest of the noodles. Therefore, we might need a little more mayo. I'm gonna add more mustard. A little salt, pepper. They probably want dinner.
You want dinner? Let's go.
I'll just cover this up and put it in the fridge, and we'll enjoy it for the next couple days. Bon appetit. Hey y'all, I've got the girls' dinner here in a bowl of tuna juice. I'm just gonna pour it on there, hopefully evenly. If you wait a minute, it'll soak in a bit and be really tasty for them. There you have it. Bon appetit, girls. We're gonna get back on my husband's iced tea. I got a 1/4 scoop here. We're gonna add 1/4 and a half of a 1/4. Don't mind the girls. They're licking their tuna can right now. Being loud. We're just gonna add the rest. I'm gonna stir it up and add it to this mason jar. Half a gallon with 6 cups of water in it, and it should fill her up. Mason jar is completely full, y'all. I don't know if I've been measuring right, but it's fuller than it's ever been. I don't know what's up with this jar. It has like a weird shape. Anyway, bon appetit, y'all. Bon appetit. Alright, y'all. Got about 2 cups of water here. Gonna make my husband another half gallon of iced tea. I was able to empty another mason jar, and I have a lid, so we will make him some more iced tea. I'll fill this up with 6 cups of water, and then the 2 cups from the brewed tea will go right in here. Alright, y'all, when it come up to a boil, I'm gonna cut the heat, slowly open it, and add my 6 tea bags. Give them a little swirl. Make sure those tea bags are wet. I like to tilt it on a rag so those tea bags are submerged. I'm gonna open that a little, turn my fan on, and we'll let that steep for a while, and then I'll add my 1.25 cup of sugar. So 1/2 and 3/4. Hey y'all, I got some Snickerdoodle cookies in here to put on this sheet pan, bake in the oven, and prepare for our trip. I do a what was it? I thought I did a 3-2-3, but I might try. No, we'll do a 3-2-3. Similar sizes here. 3-2-3. What am I doing? 3-2-3. And my husband prefers them more flat, so we're just gonna give him a little flat in here as best as we can. Woo! She flat. That one's more flat. He prefers them thinner. He says that's how a snickerdoodle is. I'm like, okay. I'm not the snickerdoodle expert. It's easier if you move your wrist around a bit. I've got my oven already preheating. It's interesting. Trying to get some stuff prepped so we don't have to spend so much money out. Hopefully we'll be able to spend just money on fuel. This one's tiny. These look beautiful. I might end up making another snickerdoodle batch, but I will make some chocolate chip cookies from the freezer also. Alright, y'all. Going in the oven. It says 400 for 12 minutes or so. I might do that. Actually, I'm going to turn it down to 350 once it goes in. They're all pretty good and flat. Going in, 350. I put 8 in, and I still have, actually, 8 left. Cool. You might want me to make both. And while we're at it, I've got some tea here. Might as well do this up. Just going to squeeze these bags out. Going in. Just going for it. It's a little warm, but nothing too hot. This was the cheapest sugar I could find when I needed it a couple weeks ago. 1/4 cup going in, 1/2 of a quarter. Alright, y'all, I've got my sugar in there. We're gonna stir this up, get that to dissolve. I'm gonna pour it into this mason jar that I already have filled to 6 cups of water. It's been chilling in the fridge. Just want to get this sugar dissolved. I think that's pretty good. We're gonna pour her in. Carefully. Perfect. Cap it, shake it, and I'll refrigerate it. Cap it, shake it, refrigerate it. Boom, there we go. Iced tea. Alright, y'all, I pulled the Snickerdoodle cookies out of the oven. They look fabulous. Delicious. They should firm up a bit. Nice golden. Should be good. I'm gonna put a little parchment down so I can transfer these. Boom. Now we'll get some chocolate chip. 1, 2, 3, 6 cookies. I don't know. I can always make more. If I make 6, I'll have 10 left. Let's put them in. We're at 375-ish right now. I just give them a rotate every once in a while. These aren't sourdough, so they should be fine. I'd have to check on them in a minute because they're rolling around. Hey y'all, I took the cookies out of the oven here. Gonna scoop them off. I balled them up pretty big, but they don't seem to spread out too bad, or they vary in size. They look really strange and like floofy and poofy and not like smooth. I don't know. I'll see if my husband wants me to make more cookies. These turned out pretty hard, crispy, which is how he likes. They don't seem overdone. They just seem pretty good. And he likes them pretty thin. Hopefully he likes them. These should be good. Hopefully they're not too hard. And there you have it, y'all. Cookie prep. Bon appetit. Hey, y'all. We've created quite a few delicious things here in the kitchen today. These are our items for our trip prep, travel prep. We've got a bunch of cookies, some Snickerdoodles, and chocolate chip, homemade. We've got tuna pasta salad, a gallon of iced tea, some ginger syrup and ginger ale amongst the other things, and we've got a clean kitchen. Gonna finish up the dishes and put everything away. Wipe the drawers down, wipe everything down, get it clean. And I appreciate you guys for joining me and hope you enjoyed. I love keeping cookies in the freezer for great times in need and when you just need a fresh cookie. And a couple. We don't need a ton, it's just us, you know? I appreciate you guys for joining me today. Hope you have a fabulous day and spending time with the ones who you love, doing the things you love, making the things you love. Have a great day, y'all. Enjoy.